in Washington about 20 months ago. Some of you were there. It was really cold. It's a cold day. It was a cold day, but the spirit was warm. And our hope was that we could pull together, Democrats and Republicans and independents, to confront the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. What we hoped was that we could get beyond some of the old political divides, red states, blue states, that had prevented us from making progress for so long. And we came into this with that spirit because we understood that we're proud to be Democrats, but we're prouder to be Americans. And instead, what we confronted when we arrived was just politics pure and simple. An opposition party that was still stuck in the same failed policies of the past, whose leaders in Congress were determined from the start to just let us deal with the mess that they had done so much to create. Their calculation was simple and cynical. They knew that it was going to take a long time to solve the economic challenges we were facing, the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. They understood that because it was going to take a long time, people would be frustrated, they'd feel anxious, they'd be fearful. And so what the other side calculated was, you know, if we just sit on the sidelines, we let Obama and the Democrats in Congress deal with everything, then we can do well in the polls. That was their theory. And that's what they did for the last 20 months. They've said no to just about every idea I've proposed, every policy I've proposed, even ideas they've traditionally agreed with. No, I'm not exaggerating. I mean, we had situations where they would sponsor bills, I'd say okay, and then they'd say, oh, well, if you're okay with it, we must be against it. Happened a bunch of times. That's true.